Bling, there we are.
Oh, good.
I think it's actually the first time that I do the meeting. So yeah, let's start. Okay, welcome everyone. This is the External
Welcome.
Secrets Operator community meeting. We have a code of conduct. You can find it on the GitHub page. TLDR of that, don't be an ass. Respect everyone. Yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, we have a hackmd. Let me just quickly share it in the chat so we can take a look at it. There we are. I had a little bit of stuff that I was working on in the past 2 weeks. Maybe let's first go over the attendees. We have Sevi. You have a GitHub handle?
Yeah, I do. It's my name actually. Let me just paste it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, attendees are complete. Cool. So yeah, the first thing to go over, maybe let's first start with the action points from the last meeting. What do we have here? Yeah, we were talking about AWS integration tests. Yeah, I asked my company if they could sponsor cloud accounts for AWS, for Google Cloud, Azure, etc., etc. I'll come back to that in a few seconds. And we were talking about end-to-end test to-dos, tickets or issues 205 to 209 that Lucas opened up. I added a bunch of comments there regarding the tests and the acceptance criteria there. So basically, in a nutshell, what we want to do there is that we test the authentication mechanisms of each secret provider, because like every provider has, some providers have more, others have less authentication mechanisms. For instance, the AWS Secrets Manager has like two or three authentication mechanisms, and we want to test them thoroughly, and this should be done in the end-to-end tests. So I added a bunch of comments there on these issues. Yeah, I made a release past week, and I made another release because there were a bunch of critical bugs that I wanted to fix fast. Yeah, what else? Yeah, for this meeting, maybe we can start with celebrating a donation. Andrew Tsai donated $20 to the Open Collective. That was really great. I think it came in yesterday or something. Yeah, so if you have anything, just add it to the agenda or to the notes, and then we can go over it. So if you have something, just add it. Otherwise, I will just go over like the stuff that I was working on. So via the Kubernetes Slack, a bunch of different users came up with the use case to sync metadata from the cloud provider. For instance, like AWS Secrets Manager, you can add tags to secrets, and they would like to sync these labels and place them into the annotations of a secret or into the label of a secret. And yeah, there were a bunch of different use cases there from like 3 or 4 different users that basically requested that. And I opened an issue for that, number 305, to just keep track of it. And maybe we can come up with something in the future to support this. But I guess it's probably going to be a little bit of a bigger change, but yeah, we could see. Yeah, I was working on Vault end-to-end tests. that was one thing that we were just talking about. Yeah, the same goes for HashiCorp Vault. We have, I think, like 5 or even 6 authentication mechanisms, and I started implementing these in an end-to-end tests. There's still a little bit of polishing need to be done. So yeah, probably gonna finish that up at the weekend earliest. More likely that way that I need a few more days. So probably it's going to is ready for review in the next week. Yeah, apart from that, something that I was just talking about is the cloud provider accounts. So my company, I talked to my team lead, and he said that it's no problem that that Innovex can sponsor cloud accounts. So what I need for that is that I would like to provide an architecture draft, like what kind of accounts do we need, what kind of cost estimation. So what kind of costs do we estimate for the next, I don't know, like 6 or 12 months, depending on the API usage. And I just want to do a architecture draft. So what do we need, how we would like to structure these accounts. And we did some sort of access matrix that would be preferred. So we know like who get access and how we can revoke that access too. So I need input for that. So what do we have right now? I have no idea what we do have because Lucas mostly set it up regarding GCP. Well, does any one of you know? Okay, then I'm just gonna approach Lucas once he's back. Yeah, and once we have a architecture draft for these cloud provider accounts, then we just need to implement it and set up the infrastructure for that. But yeah, that's basically it. Oh, yeah, one another thing is that we have a private cloud deployment of OpenStack that we can use, sponsored by Innovex. So we could use that to run dedicated GitHub Actions runner, so we are not dependent on the GitHub open source runner. So RCI might be faster, or it should be faster actually. So yeah, this is also another thing that we can implement if we find the time for that. I think I'm just going to create an issue for that once I have the architecture draft for these cloud provider accounts. Yeah, anything else? Maybe one more thing. I would like to prepare another release because there was one bug. There was a small bug regarding the refresh interval. And set the refresh interval to 0 to prevent syncing secrets, and that wasn't working properly. And one user opened an issue for that. I'm just going to link the issue. Lucas was so kind to approve that, and I merged it yesterday, so I'm just going to create a release for that. So yeah, and that was it from my side. Joey, do you have anything to share?
Yeah. So I've been working on adding a new provider, which is GitLab. And yeah, that's been going quite well. So everything's kind of running at the moment. And then today I've been working on the end-to-end tests, just following the implementation that has been done on the other providers, mainly GCP. So as of today, it's now passing the same 5 common end-to-end tests that the other providers also use. Now I just need to work on the unit tests, and once that's all cleared up, I'm hoping that next week I can get Lucas's help to sort of get it into a position where it's ready to make a pull request into the main branch. And yeah, then hopefully GitLab project variables will be supported. That's basically it from me, but yeah.
That's cool. Well, I don't have any additions to that, but I am planning to I will hopefully create some drafts to make everyone understand what it takes to publish as a community operator. I am planning to, read all the documents and, create a brief for everyone to, know what the steps are actually. So yeah, I haven't been able to do this, but I think I will do it like in a week or so.
Oh, great. Awesome. Yeah, I think that was it. If there's nothing else.
Okay, then it was great to see you, Moritz and Jerry. I'm stopping the recording. And yeah, is there anything? I mean, would you like me to share the recording somewhere you also could, or in HackMD? Would you like me to put some links to it?
Yeah, I